Dear all, I was asked a set of questions that I then asked the higher consciousness God named Ariel to answer. Subsequently, there was a set of questions I also asked God the Father. My question: what is life in all forms as understood by the human consciousness? Ariel replies, life in all forms by most human beings is understood as a method of evolution, where human beings begin to see themselves through such detail. There is no real evidence of such progression, that a human was a mere molecule that somehow evolved to grow into a rational human being. Who developed this chain of events? How could it have been possibly observed? The answer is that it wasn't. Yet, many humans identify themselves as animals and tend to affirm such understanding by explaining their ability to see like a hawk sharply, feel mighty strong like a bear or a lion, to become light like a bird, and see in the dark as a bat. These are all classified by mankind as traits and characteristics that humans attach themselves to, noting them as superpowers. Yet, in God's hierarchy, in reality, the only superpowers that exist are those that attribute to the divine soul's ability to feel, hear, see, taste, create, and adhere to love for life as a pillar for all pleasurable. This form of life is a multifaceted superpower, and it allows us to exist always in all forms, creating infinitely in many ways through divine love, abundance, deep adoration, happiness, joy, calmness, and a deep sense of beauty with appreciation. These feelings are massive, creating life in all forms. This is a very different existence of everlasting creativity that never diminishes. Unlike the short creative constructions of the human psyche with an end in mind, God's creativity is infinite. And for this reason, our divine souls breathe freely in all these forms of love. The origin of the divine soul's form of life is the higher consciousness, God's grand, enormous love for life. This is the set of questions that I then asked God the Father to answer. My question: what are we? God answers: you are a human being whom I created and into whom I shared my intellect of feelings and thoughts. I did not make you in the image of any animal or tree that lives on earth. By design, you were created as my divine soul, not a soul of fear, of doubts. You understand your origin, connected with me, know everything. And today, you are not feeling as well as you should, but I know how to help you. You will need to get rid of the pain caused by what your eyes have seen. To understand me, you must open yourselves so that I can help you better understand life. Do you know that I can answer all your life questions, even the difficult ones. I know that you see differently because the eyes of your soul are still closed, and simply because you have not met me face to face. I see that you have never abandoned the hope of meeting me here. It took a lot of time for me to come and fix this planet. And believe me, I would show you myself through a soul that loves me entirely and unconditionally, like Sophia. My question: where do we come from? God answers: human beings can only come from me by design. Those with rational intellect. If you believe you once had a tadpole brain, that isn't true. It's just that I do not have a vagina to show you how my feelings of life were created. But I have Sophia to show you that I'm capable of giving birth to the greatest love within a human, a love that never turns into an empty shell. Question: what is God? God answers: well, I haven't looked in the mirror lately. However, I know my name is God, and that I am the creator of all life, just as you know your name. All people on earth know me by my name, God. Ironic, isn't it? I have managed to enter people's living thoughts, the eyes of their consciousness, because my living thoughts are very powerful. I am capable of showing my great love and creativity so people can feel my love. Within my love, people do not experience depression, emptiness, cry out for pity, and are afraid to die, afraid to hear my love that would dissolve all their emotional pain instantly and forever. Do you know what freedom is? Freedom is the ability to love without pain as I, God, love. This is how I love. And for this reason, I tell you, and those who are listening to this, you do not know my love. But I can help you. If someone can find me in their thoughts and tell me, I love, live, and feel as God does without fear of losing my life within them, I will congratulate them, for they will discover that I live and exist always without time and without money. Question: why do we feel all these things? God answers: you have answered your own question because you have feelings. From them, you have eyes in the form of your senses that have the ability to see and hear me. So if you decide to talk to me, simply repeat this phrase: I manifest as the real God's thoughts, and I'm listening. I manifest. Then pick up a pen and pad and ask me any questions. I will answer them myself. To disconnect yourself from our dialogue, simply say, I manifest as my own thoughts. I manifest. And again, for you, it will be like hanging up the phone on me. This method is called telepathic contact. Instructions that I give you now so that you can reestablish your communication with me, God. Question: why do some of us feel and experience things and some of us don't? God answers. People have forgotten about me and made up their own stories about life, creation, and events that only I can explain. Not a single person on this planet who doesn't know my soul can. How can people who lack the ability to love life, lack love for themselves, and breathe the fear of disappearance recover? Only by letting me heal their inner psyche. I promise to help every person who accepts my knowledge without doubting that I can do anything by saving people from their own rational logic that leads nowhere. I promise to free their souls from the inner prison of turmoil so that they will never be sick, old, and miserable. Instead, by using my knowledge of the work of the law of the psyche and thought, they will find inner and outer freedom, happiness, and pure true love, which they will never ever lose, as it will be composed of my intellect of feelings and living thoughts of love, where I live and exist always. Thank you all for watching this video. I want to wish you all abundant love and blessings with all my love for life. Please take good care always. Sophia Orlovsky.